Hello my viewer, and thank you once again for joining us. This is TCL Media. My name is always Daniel Lovey, and the program on air today is Reach Out. And today I'm joined by such an amazing, talented, and international model. As you can see, she's so beautiful. And today we are going to talk about anxiety, how she encountered anxiety during her life of modeling, and how maybe she was able to overcome it. Without so much ado, welcome.
Thank you very much, Lovey.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you tell my viewer what's your name?
Okay, so my name is Divine Mercy. I am a model and an actress, and I'm really happy to be here today.
Wow, thank you for honoring our invite today, Mercy.
So,
Mercy, as you were is modeling part of you? Is it a talent? Is it something that you went to school to do, or is it your passion about life, or what is it?
So modeling is just something that I've always wanted to do. So I decided to make modeling my career. I decided that if I'm going to be making it in this life, I have to make it in modeling. Just have to work.
Wow.
So I did some training, and yeah.
So who do you look up to? You know, maybe you got just saw someone modeling television. I mean, like, how do you just, you have to look, I know that it's someone who, even if he or she is not a mentor to you, but there is someone who you are looking up to.
That would be Naomi and Katriona Gray, Miss Universe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So they really inspired you?
A lot. Okay. I do watch a lot of their videos actually. Yes.
So that's how you ended up now becoming a model. What was your take? What was the take of your parents when you told them that you want to venture into modeling after Form 4 maybe?
My mother never supported modeling. Up until today, my mother's never supported my modeling career.
Really?
She hates modeling. Like, she wanted me to be a nurse. You see, it's about people's comments actually. Like, oh, your height, the way you walk, you could make a very perfect model.
Okay. I know my viewer, you have not yet seen a height, but I'm going to show you a height, so that you can be able now to, even if you want to critique or even, give out a comment and say, yeah, she's fit for this. So your parents never supported it at all? Yeah,
but my mom has been, I don't know, she's maybe trying to adjust or something.
Okay.
Yeah, because whenever she's introduced me to her friends, she'll be like, my daughter is a model.
Wow.
Yeah, she also introduced me to Darlene actually.
Okay.
Yes.
So for how long now have you been into modeling?
For 2 years now.
So how did you end up, getting to encounter anxiety now throughout your journey of modeling? How did it start?
Okay, so during my modeling career, I was looking for someone who could see the modeling career in me. Someone was willing to invest and maybe be like, okay, I want to work with you. I want to make this work. Like, I'm going to make you a model that you should be, and your benefits are my benefits as well. You see, since we both do high fashion, we both do commercials. So while looking for a sponsor or investor, as we call it, I got one. But now, you never know true intentions of someone.
Okay.
But now, when you're talking to people at first, people tend to give you that picture perfect.
Right.
So you'll be like, well, I've dealt with this person. You even introduce these people to your parents. Like, okay, I've got someone who's willing to invest in my career, so you don't have to worry about anything. And things just happens. So I got this person. We live at the same place actually.
Okay.
So this person was very interested in my modeling career and was very, very willing to help. So it just happened, like, we had to plan for a day to meet. Like, if you're going to be discussing how to work, we have to meet and plan everything together. So this happens at this person, I won't mention the name, it happened at a friend's house. So we met, it was just on 7th January and during the day actually. So I met this person, we were to talk about modeling. Like, if I'm going to be making some portfolios and introduce you to people, how would I introduce you? And now things just change. It was like, as a model, there's no way people do these things for free. This and this need to happen, this and this need to happen. I'm like, well, if this is what needs to happen, then I think I'll just, take a step back. I was like, okay, it's baby steps. I was not in a rush to make it in modeling, honestly, because I need to go through each and every step. So I was like, this is what needs to happen, then I just quit. You see?
Okay.
So that moment I didn't met my agency yet. So I was working as a freelance actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many competitions so far have you made, before even meeting your agent or someone who will just invest in your career? Have you been involved in any competition?
Oh yeah, I've done so many competition, and mostly I do Darling Kenya competitions.
Wow.
So like last year I won, I came first, and even this year, that was 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
I also won Darling competition for these braids actually.
Wow,
It was
that's
really
amazing.
beautiful.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Okay.
So this guy just kind of noticed that whatever it is that I was looking forward to won't be happening. So some things happened. Yeah, some that was very traumatizing actually.
Are you willing to share, maybe tell us what happened really?
Okay, maybe a little bit of it.
Okay,
I hope I'll be able to tell it. So what happened is, because of my modeling and how bad I want to make it my modeling career, I ended up becoming a rape victim.
Okay, someone just wanted to take advantage of you.
Oh yes.
Yes.
So I became a rape victim, something that really, really affected me mentally. And the first thing I did was, there was a reason why my mother never supported modeling.
Oh, so maybe
I was like, my mom
she knew that there was something that is attached
my
to
mother
it.
saw this coming, and me, I was like, well, if I want this, I have to go for it. I don't have to care who supports my dream or who doesn't. So I felt so bad, so that I couldn't even tell her about it. I was like, okay, my mom told me, Mercy, you need to be a nurse or maybe become a media, like you say, like a good look on TV and all that. And I was like, no, Mom, I want to be a model. She was like, a model doesn't pay, it is wastage of money. I was like, I want to do this. I've seen models get paid, I've seen people on billboards, I love that so much. So I'm going to do this. So it happened. And I couldn't get the courage to tell her that, Mom, because of modeling, this and this happened.
So you ended up falling for that?
Oh yes.
Sorry about that.
So I could have told her about what happened, but I couldn't because she had warned me before about it.
Okay.
So then I don't have so many friends. So I could have anyone that I could talk to.
So that one, even it lowered your self-esteem and everything.
It made me feel like everything that happened, it's all your fault.
Yeah.
You have to be a model sober, now this is what happens when you become a model.
So that means it gave you another negative attitude towards modeling.
It really left me depressed. I hated modeling, I hated models that moment. I'd be like, so for you to be in that billboard, this is what happened to you. That would always come to my mind.
So that's what now you thought of, the people that you see on billboards, they have to go through this.
Yes, and I hated men. You see, I'd meet someone, I'd be like, hi. I'm like, okay, this is just the same person that I met. The same story is going to repeat. I hated men. I hated models.
And did you now, so you thought of now quitting?
I stopped being a model actually. I stopped being a model. No, that moment I used to be a freelance. I just stopped.
Okay, you just stopped and you said
oh yes, I stopped and I was like, okay, I'm just going to be staying at home and doing nothing.
Did you regret of the decision maybe that you did or that you made that day?
Oh yes, I do regret a lot.
So what was now your fallback plan after now this is what happened and now you just have to collect yourself up and move again?
For one, I did something. I wanted to be making myself look ugly. I know it sounds very stupid, please don't laugh.
Okay.
No, I feel like if you look very ugly, dress very poorly, go out there wearing sunglasses, don't make your hair, no one will talk to you.
Okay.
No one will even approach you. You see?
You just felt that now you have just lost
your dignity.
I
know to be very invisible.
No one can be able to recognize you.
I started wearing sunglasses actually. I even got them at Kenya Society for the Blind.
Okay.
Yeah, they gave me sunglasses. I would just wear glasses. I would just go out there looking like someone who doesn't even know what you do in life. But men still talk to you.
Yeah,
men are men.
Yeah, very true.
So
men are always men, huh?
I started getting anxiety attacks.
Sorry.
I would just stay in my room, close. I would be like, okay, let me just watch a Netflix movie to pass time. No, these movies nowadays, some are really terrible. No, there's this movie I was very obsessed with. It's I Spit on Your Grave. It's about this lady, she gets gang raped by so many people, then she just comes back for a revenge. You know, it really, really affected me mentally. Now I would be like, okay, what if I also do like this lady? What if I also take my revenge? Then I remember, well, you stop being a model, like right now you're a nobody.
Yeah.
And this is a rich person, like this someone who has money, how are you going to be fighting with this person?
Okay.
You see, so it really, really used to affect me. Now, the other thing is, this person is still at the same estate.
Okay.
So sometimes I'll be like, okay, let me just go to the mall and get some ice cream, and you end up meeting this person.
Okay.
Now you come face to face with this person. Now you just freeze. You just look like someone is very, very stupid. You are there. You have met this person looks very normal. He even smiles at you.
Okay.
He keeps on walking.
But you know deep down what happened.
You just stand there confused. Then you'll go home, you just sit, remember his face, smiling, and you're there. I feel so miserable, very stupid, and very, very confused. Like, I even thought about committing suicide. You see, I was like, well, this has happened. You can't tell anyone about it. You can't be anything. Like, you're just there. You can't do anything. So you just be crying and crying and crying and crying, getting headaches and everything. Yeah,
and you
really
never even thought of opening up to your parents or anyone? Or you
no.
thought that no one would even understand or relate to you?
You see, I thought if nobody gets to find out about this, I'm going to deal with this alone. No, I thought I was strong enough to deal with it actually.
Yeah.
Oh yes, until I felt like, well, I need to talk to someone about it.
Okay.
Because now it was really draining me.
Wow.
Because as much as I avoid men, I'll meet them. I'll just go sit in a matatu. I expect a lady to sit next to me.
Then here comes a gentleman.
And
she says, hey, girl.
Hi. We just talk. You know, as much as you want to be rude, if you're not a rude person, you can't.
Okay.
So at least you just have to respond and face forward.
Yeah.
Someone will keep on talking and talking, you'll get so mad. Someone will just touch you and you just freeze. Like the memories and reality hits you again.
Because anytime you just look at a man, you feel like
this
is
very,
what
very traumatizing. You just make contact with anyone, it affects you as well. You see, so yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's all right, I'm over it.
So how now, after all that happened, how did you now end up, or who do you even thought of maybe opening up to them?
So when my suicidal thoughts get the best of me, that's when I decided like I need to talk to someone.
Okay.
Like I thought if I'm going to be doing this, I need to talk to someone. And then I remembered there's a time when I attended a GBV, that is gender-based violence. It was sponsored by Kenya Society for the Blind. So after going there and meeting Zena, I thought like since we had some story.
So who is Zena?
Zena is a lawyer. She's visually impaired and a very, very talented lady. She's an angel, honestly. So I decided to talk to her and see maybe if she could advise me on something and tell me something. You know, I knew since she doesn't remember me that much, even if she was to judge me, she doesn't know me that well enough to judge.
Okay.
And at the same time, I gave her a story like I decided to be like my friend. It's my friend who is dealing with this, not me.
Okay.
I didn't want to make this be like it's a story about myself. So I texted her, and after some few minutes, she gave me a call. And she was really, really very empathetic.
Okay.
Like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry this happened to you. And
so she turned out and now she knew
I don't know
for
how
sure
she knew about that. I don't know.
So you had any connection, any form of relation with her?
Yeah, when we met at the GBV situation, I got a bit close to her because of her story. Her story made me cry.
Okay, so now you decide now there is nothing that is too hard.
We became friends a bit, so I said like since we kind of share the same story, this one might be that one person that is going to understand me and won't be judging me. So I talked to Zena, and she helped me a lot. She actually told me to go report the case to the police. I did.
Okay.
Jeez, I don't mean to be harsh or anything, but at the river police, man, those people are the worst.
Things now became even worse than you
See,
ever
this
thought.
lady just asked me one question. Let me ask you something, yeah? Okay, so you went to a man's house. Yes. What were you expecting to happen?
Oh my. Okay.
So what I did, I went home. I just left.
Oh, you just left because now you couldn't just take it anymore.
No, like, the moment she said that, in my head I was like, okay, this happened because you went there. So she's right. You went there.
Yeah.
So this happened because...
So she assumed that if you never went, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, she told me, you went to a man's house, yes? Yes. So what were you expecting to happen? That was the answer she gave me. So I was like, well, this happened because I went there. So there's nothing to report here. So I just went back and cried. Man,
Sorry.
there was a time I cried. I felt like I was going to faint. I would stop eating. I just became so thin at some point.
What?
some people just notice. My mother was like, when did you become like this?
Yeah.
Why are you looking like this?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, well, it's just life. You don't have to look all gummy and slaying all the time.
Not knowing
Sometimes you
that
should surprise people.
not knowing that there is something that is just eating
I
you up.
used to fake smiles a lot.
Okay.
Like I just miss someone, hi. I just fake smiles and then, well, I'll cry alone in my room. It used to be bad.
Sorry about that.
Well, I'm over it.
So she helped you?
After talking to Zena, she would call me often. Like even at night, she just send me voice messages. Hi, Mercy, I'm just taking up on you to know how you're doing. In case you want someone to talk, I'm right here. You can talk to me. In case of anything, just text me and just know that I really am here for you and I love you. So, like she became like now that one close friend. She didn't even know how I look like or anything, but she was there.
Yeah.
So for that, I decided to be like, well, if this person can be here for me, why not? I can also do the same. So I said, like, if there's anyone battling anxiety attacks and that person approaches me, you see, some of my friends, they're online friends. They do open up because they know we don't know each other. So this is just someone who won't be judging me because you can't judge someone you don't know.
Sure.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to be working on this. So I talked to someone on how to be talking to people with anxiety and everything, and I've been doing it so good.
How did you think of now coming back to modeling again and, pick yourself up and, you have the passion again because it is inbuilt and now that's why you are here as a champion?
So Zena referred to a psychiatrist. Like she introduced me to a beautiful psychiatrist. This lady now told me that if you are going to be, like, you need to pick yourself up. It's only you and you can do this. So you have to pick yourself up and you have to start somewhere. You have to empower, start someone. You have to make that people that know that despite everything, you are still able to move on and you're still able to do this. So the psychiatrist introduced me to the best agency in Kenya. That's I&R Models Kenya. So we have a very, very nice CEO and brand ambassador, and they decided to push my career further. Like it's because of them that now everything just happened.
Wow.
Like on how to talk, how to represent yourself, introduce me to high fashion and commercial modeling again, and things have been just great.
Wow.
Like, some things that just happened, they're just like a step back, you see? And at the end of the day, you need to pick yourself up and move forward. Like, if I did do that, I don't know what I'll be doing right now though.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So the agencies now picked you up and then now you are
that
on
they
your
did.
foot
They
and
believed
everything.
in me.
Yeah.
Like that agency believed in me. They always, Mercy, you're going to make it as a model.
Wow.
And we trust in you and we are going to do this together. So if anyone is dealing with the anxiety, you just have to talk. That's all you need to do.
Wow, that's amazing.
Reach out, talk to someone. And you guys should come and model together. It's really, really fun. And let's make it in this life as models.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe just to brainwash, and just wash that thought, or I would just say mentality that, if anyone there, there are some of the young ladies who are watching you right now.
Okay.
They want to be a model like you and they think that is the way. So how would you maybe advise them so that they can throw away the mentality that if you want to become a model, you have to pass through someone's bed so that you may, yeah. So how would you maybe advise them?
Okay, so you don't have to sleep with anyone to make it as a model. That's point number one.
Sure.
Someone will come to you, I'm going to support you, but you have to do this. That should be a big fat no. Like that should be happening. You see, people do things like, as a model, you guys sleep with sponsors, you ladies do this and this. But now with our agency, I don't have to do anything.
Wow.
Like the agency just calls me, Mercy, there's a commercial gig, you just need to put on makeup and be there this time.
Wow.
So like they do all the work. My job is just to be there, to just represent myself. You see, so with an agency, you don't have to work or have to sleep with anyone. Yeah, so if you're a model out there, just come and join our agency. We are the best.
Wow. So
Yes.
Mercy, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
Oh, 5 years from now, I just want to be a renowned model. Like, I just want to be on those billboards. Like, if other ladies can be there, why not me?
Sure.
So my dream is just to be in a billboard one day and just make my mom proud.
Okay.
And make her just feel like, well, she made the right decision, I'm going to support her. And also, I like the idea of supporting those people in the streets. You see, as the ladies, whenever you see them out there, they are just there sleeping, you be like, okay, this lady is just like me. They get to get their menstrual cycle and everything. You be like, okay, how do they manage it? First, they don't have money for food, so how do they manage? So I also like to do a charity drive where we get to provide parts for those ladies out there, and we got to collect some clothes. We take for those ladies at Jivanji.
Wow.
Yeah, that has been my plan, and I'm working on it.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
Surely it shall come to pass.
Oh, sure, thank you.
So maybe I'll just want you in 1 minute, maybe just tell our viewer where we shall meet.
So my beautiful people, we have decided to host you and home our people who are suffering from anxiety. If you know a friend, a relative, or anyone who might be battling with anxiety attacks, we have decided to host an event for you all because we love you, my people. So we are going to have an event on Thursday, 27th July 2023 at St. Mary's Help of Christian Church, Don Bosco. It's at Upper Hill. It's going to start from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. and you should tell a friend. We love you guys so much and see you there.